Hello, so today we're going to be doing basically just a quick run through of what I've been doing as my daily stretches, and compared to the first one I'll just go a little bit faster, probably a little bit less talking, just to like run through it really quick. You'll see what I'm doing that, I don't know, I feel like I could do it a little bit faster usually, especially on like busy days, than how I did it in that original video. So I'm just going to run through that, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Always good to have. I usually use my phone, but since I'm filming with my phone, just having a watch on hand to time myself. And as always, starting with straddle. So here, especially if you're like super stiff when you first start, that's fine, but just starting to stretch it out nice and gentle with yourself. So one thing I've been doing as I come to the middle of my straddle is starting to extend a little bit farther and really engaging these muscles here so that your heels are basically coming off the ground as you do so. I noticed that helps deepen the straddle, and I don't get so much tension in my knees since I'm really engaging my whole leg. So again, you don't start really super flexible when you start stretching, but as you start to go deeper and deeper, it gets easier and easier. Again, really engaging the quads as you do this. Okay, and then I always like to do a little quick toe touch. And then we're good there. I'm gonna push this back a little. So here, everybody's favorite. So I showed before something I was doing against the wall. That was a nice quad stretch. I kind of got over it because I didn't really like setting everything up so much. So this variation, once you start to go back and forth a little bit, just starting to reach back and grab that foot, trying to keep the chest lifted and just playing that. When I first did this, it felt horrible. Like, I always avoided this stretch because it was like my quad is just so inflexible, but after doing it for a while now, it doesn't bother me so much. Obviously I'm not like super engaging pulling my foot in, but good stretch for the quad without having to use a bunch of props. Not that there's anything wrong with props, but let's say you're in a rush and you don't want to settle it up, or if you don't have a wall. So then next, starting to inch that foot forward. So lately I've been doing 2 sets of 1 minute. Why? Because for some reason when I start, and I guess because I'm not really stretched out yet, I'm not really getting all the way down. You can see there's still a gap there. But by the end, I'm going all the way down. So I'm trying to make that like the norm. Whew. I just like to shake it out with the hips a little bit. You notice I move a lot when I'm in the splits just because, I don't know, it helps it go by faster for me because sometimes it's not so enjoyable. Especially the first one of my stretch. I really hate it, to be honest. So when I like move around a little bit, I don't know, it just makes it go faster. So same thing on the side, just like before, we're rocking back and forth. And then same thing, so this time with the left arm. For me, for some reason, on this foot, I really have to reach back first to like slide back and then go forward. And the same thing, just holding for a little bit. That's my dog drinking water. I'm actually releasing. So I'm going into our favorite thing on this side. Just wiggling that foot forward. So for some reason, I don't know, I don't think I've ever fully had my left split, so like my anatomy just like wasn't designed to go all the way down on this leg for some reason. Obviously it's better if you could like stay squared hips with blocks, but I don't know, like whatever you can do to get yourself through it. Sometimes it's just, I don't know, sometimes splits just really suck. Lovely leaf blower outside. Look at that. Okay, and now for everybody's absolute favorite middle splits. So, I mean, I've been cheating with middle splits because I hate it so much. I've only been doing 2 sets of 30 seconds. But, you know, just is what it is. So just going down nice and easy with yourself. I'm still not fully down with my calves yet. I'm close, but it actually looks closer on my left leg, I think, because the mats makes it slightly elevated. So usually I'm like cursing the whole time I'm doing this. Worst part's over. Alright, so next, you can always skip this, but if you notice like your back's kind of tight to start, just doing like a little up jog or going down and up a couple times helps wake it up a little bit. Looking over one shoulder or the other. Just like throwing in some little yoga bits in there. You can see like we're already 7 minutes in, so hello, mister. Finn also loves yoga, so he's gonna join us. Get out of here, go, get out of here. All right, so bridge, I don't really time it, but I don't know. I mean, I just like to do it until I feel like stretched. Stay. And my little coach with me. So, you know, I'm just pushing up into it. And I'm procrastinating. I'm really pushing your shoulders. You can straighten your legs and push these shoulders more. Whatever you need to do. Just have to roll the wrist out a little bit after. Sometimes I just lay here and ponder life and why my wrist always hurt. Alright, now we have the leaf blower on the other side of the nose. Okay, so this is the best part for me. So I like to use stacking items, of course. A dog toy, that's a shark, and a pillow. That's my recommended items. So I always start with my left leg in front, I don't know why. Just do it. I'm starting, I do some lift, maybe release, and then relax a bit, just folding forward into pigeon here. More time to contemplate why you're doing this to yourself. And slowly lifting up, and that's when we take our lovely strap item. Lift the foot, wrap it around the foot. You guys know this. I'm folding back. And then from here, wiggling your arm down a little bit. And just breathing, holding as far as is comfortable. then release. Sometimes shake out the spine a little bit. And then we twist to our other side, right foot forward. And the same thing here. Just stacking under. Okay, so arching back a little bit. Folding forward, contemplating your self-torture. It's just part of the routine. And then we're gonna rise up. So this is the one that I posted a photo of that I actually touched my foot the other day. But because I was pulling so hard to be able to do that, I'm kind of just going to the max of my comfort and not necessarily reaching for the foot. I just am still trying to like slowly deepen how far I can reach without like pushing for a goal. I mean, that was cool for the photo, but again, oh, I can still do it. Okay. But I'm just gonna stay there because this is where I'm really feeling it, so. And beautiful release. Here's a nice point, again, shaking out the spine. If you want to take the time here to pull up into one more bridge, now that your spine's a little more warmed up again, you can see if it's gotten any deeper. And that time, I almost felt that entirely in my shoulders and barely in my spine at all, because now my spine's warmed up, so. Now we gotta do our favorite part again. I really recommend you do your splits hold once more, even if you only did it for 30 seconds in the beginning. It feels so good to see the progress from just started stretching, I'm super tight, to basically finish stretching a little warmed up, doing the splits again. Holy crap, look at the difference. And maybe you don't notice the difference, but for me, I always notice the difference, and I don't hate it so much the second time around. The first time I hate it, so. Again, having a watch on hands so you don't cheat yourself. And then slowly wiggling down. And much more comfortable without all of the misery involved. So you see this time I went pretty much straight down. I am still feeling it, but like I can't stay here comfortably forever, but it's not as bad as when I first did it this like 10 minutes ago. So this is, to sum up, this is like the bare minimum stretch routine that I've been doing on days that I don't want to stretch, on days that, I mean, I'm still giving myself like a week off, or day off a week, not a week off, one day off per week, but you know, if you're like, oh, I'm too busy, just do like, I mean, what is this? This is almost like a little over 15 minutes it's gonna be. And you feel a lot better after, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go back to our left leg. This one, I mean, I don't even think this one changes between my first and second time doing it, but I mean, you can't not do another leg or you'll be really, really weird, like anatomy starting to happen. I mean, yes, you could. I don't know what would happen if you only stretched one side always. I don't even know if it would work. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it'd be possible. Because when you stretch one side, the other side is still slightly getting stretched somehow, so. Okay, so you see, yeah, this side didn't really change that much, but you know, I don't know. I feel like I just, because it doesn't even really hurt here, I just can't get down anymore. It's like this side's anatomy is different. Or maybe I'm just like not stretching much. Okay, I think that was a minute. And then last one, the middle splits. I really hate middle splits. I mean, once you get your calves down, it's not so bad, but oh my god. Up to that point is just like miserable in my opinion. I don't know, I'm kind of close. Oh, my calves, but I don't know, even though my calves almost touching the ground, it doesn't feel, like it doesn't help until there's a lot of weight with the calves, and then everything else stops hurting so bad. Yay. Okay. And then my favorite way to end is to do laying against a wall, coming into a straddle. That's really nice and restorative. Or you could jump into your workout. I don't know. I think this is better for after workout because plus you'll feel a lot more limber and flexible after your muscles are warmed up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And look, 17 minutes, and with me talking. So without me talking, it'll probably would have been 15 minutes or less. That's pretty much what I've been doing as my bare minimum. Obviously, there's like a million other stretches you can do to work these things, but it's so far working for me, and it works with my schedule. I don't hate it so much. I know I kept saying I hate the splits, but I keep doing it, so I can't hate it that much. But yeah, that's pretty much it, and good luck if you continue on your stretch routine.